Ooh, everyone's here now, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, I need to pause this. Alright, so everyone, Zeram, you here?
Why the heck are the
Yeah,
rolls so
I'm
small
here.
now?
Wait, what are small now?
If you look in chat, the rolls are really small.
No.
Oh, they are. They're tiny.
Oh,
Yeah, like the text is really small. I don't
Probably
know.
just another
It's
stupid
Is that a
glitch
setting
from
that I
the.
have that I can change?
Oh, they
Uh,
changed the look of the bar at the top slightly.
I'm not actually sure. That is weird.
I don't know,
It
but
looks
it's like super small.
the character sheets look different too. Like a lot of the shit in the character sheets is smaller for me now as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm not really sure
Oh,
what's going
yep.
on with that. Can I
Me
like?
too.
Nope,
I
that's
have
not doing it.
italics on my item names.
Yeah, I have no idea
Zooming
what's
in
going
doesn't
on with
really
that.
help it.
All right, well, whatever. It is. That's life now apparently.
That's how it is apparently.
Yeah, that's just my life now.
I'm not gonna settle for that answer, so I'll find the real answer for you
You'll
guys.
research it.
Yeah,
All right.
because this is ridiculously small.
That's what
The
she said.
character on the character
She
sheet, like the
did.
text is small, and then like the little fields that have like for Brugar's character sheet here, like the fields have like the bonuses and penalties and such. Like the actual numbers are like overlapping each other. Like so, there's like little gray boxes, and where they overlap, it's darker gray. It's pretty special looking.
They probably just fucked something up in their code and didn't actually bother to check what it looked like in the thing.
Yeah. Like, oh well. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon, or it's just a setting that we can fix ourselves. But I'm just gonna deal with it for now. So as soon as Ron is back with his drink, I guess.
God, I'm squinting my eyes just to read. Because I don't want to make the text larger in browser because then that'll ruin. What is compact mode? Um,
It helps a little bit if you zoom your browser, but it's kind of annoying.
You know, there's the default Windows magnifying glass thing.
this.
We finally found a use for it.
Okay, you do not know how many times I have worked on somebody's computer that they brought to me and had that permanently on, and I had to go and research how to figure out how to turn it off because I didn't inherently know how. But a lot of old people actually used that. I don't know if they still do, but like
I'm
permanently
sure some
on.
do.
Probably.
We're level 9, yeah.
That's correct. You're level 9. I
We
think
haven't
there's a
leveled up in
chance.
like 4 months out of game.
I think you're gonna get level 10 maybe at the end of this session. If
So I
not, for
just
sure
zoom
next
in
session,
once and it
because I
looks
think.
normal. Sort of. Actually, not all the text got bigger. God damn it. I'm gonna riot.
Oh, map. Oh, yeah, there you guys are. Uh, apparently I brought over a Sir Christian. Well, that's fine. It can stay on here because that way Ron as the dream can see. So this the two things on the right at the very top of the map that you guys are on right now, the image, are like those are like the two things you guys fought, basically.
So the thing that
Um,
has the X on it.
yeah, you guys fought like a few of those, and then you fought a bunch of these little augurs, is what they're called. They're like these little floaty balls with like uh, like sharp things sticking out of it, and they just
Spiky
fly
things?
into your.
Okay.
Yeah, they just fly in and they try to stab you. Those things are really weak, but they're also stealthy, so they're hard to see, and they kind of keep an eye out. And
Philippe would have seen them.
you guys actually managed. Well, you guys actually did manage to see one and take it out before, and were able to get a jump on like the first of these groups that you guys kind of ran into, because there was a group of like a couple of these things which turned out were kind of tough. They have like this really obnoxious darkness ability they can do that can also confuse you if you get caught in it. And so you fought a few of those, but one of these little augurs ran away, and you weren't able to stop it from getting away because it ran away in the middle of the combat. And so basically, they ran back to like the center of this, where these chitons are kind of like hanging out, and so they knew you. They kind of knew you guys were coming. So basically, that's kind of where we ended the session. Is when you guys actually came across this thing right here, and
Which I haven't
a couple,
identified yet.
yeah, and a couple of these things as well, and like a few of these. But anyway, I mean, there's a map I'm going to take you guys to basically in a second here. So let me get wait, let me grab this little doofer here.
Can we get the description for this thing again?
Yes. At the core of this multi-limbed monstrosity of claws and blades struggles a glistening mass of veins, organs, and twisted flesh. So basically, there's like kind of the gruesome, what looks almost like the like mutilated body inside this twisted metal kind of machine-looking shell of just a bunch of blades and whatnot. It's got multiple legs and yeah. I can, like I said, if you zoom in on it or make the picture bigger, that's what it looks like basically.
It uses the machine to walk.
Yes, it walks around on these like metal legs in here and has all these little claws that stick out, and then there's kind of like this kind of like mutilated body in the center of it. And let's see here, before I pull you to this map, let's make sure that it looks right and proper. Okay, so basically you guys kind of come into this area, like this clearing, and you are going to see it, and they are going to see you.
Okay.
I'm going to pull you guys into a map in a second here.
Know it. What it is.
Well, first off, I would actually have everybody roll initiative as well as soon as I get you on this
Pull
map.
us to the map first.
Yes, I will. Here we go. Here you go. Here's the map.
Cool.
So they're basically
It better
this
be
weird
MS
building.
Paint.
It basically is MS Paint, yeah. There's this weird building that's the shape of here at the top. And what's interesting about this building is, unlike the other architecture around you, this is a this looks really out of place. It looks like it has a door down here that they're standing outside, and it looks like it's not like a giant door. It's like a door for, I mean, it's a double door. It's a decent sized door, but it looks like a door that was actually made for like normal sized people. This looks like it looks like a maybe 4-story tower kind of.
Wait, why do I have 0 strength on my character sheet?
I have no idea why you have 0 strength in your character sheet. I
Because
have
you're
done
looking at
nothing.
Wait.
So I'm just gonna throw this out there. Why the
Oh!
one of the developers had a typo for the font size.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I
it says
said.
like font size 1 instead of 10 or some shit.
No, it's font size 1 REM, and it's supposed to be 1 EM.
Hmm.
What's a REM?
It's a band.
That's not an actual.
They're pretty
measurement.
good.
Okay. So it's
Is that
not
what, like,
calculating it as 1 M size,
Actually, I
it's
think
calculating
REM
it
is a
as...
measurement now. That might be a 2018 thing.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a 2018 thing,
Okay.
but they didn't choose the right one. Anyways,
Nice.
Alright, so let me get these guys' turns added as well here.
Woo! Nat 1! Let's go.
Getting things started off right, I see.
Durian's like, why do I have 0 strength?
That was pretty funny.
That's okay, this character has 24 strength. Oh my god, my stat rolls are dumb.
Uh,
24, what, do you have like a +4 belt or something?
No, it's just +2, I think. But I rolled an 18, and then human put, so 18 nat, I got 3 6s. Put 2 for human, that's 20. Put 2 for ability points, and put 2 for belt. Something like that. Don't worry, I still have 16 con, 17 dex, and 16 wisdom. Because this character's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Alright, actually looks like Kael gets to go first. So, you said you had a knowledge check you rolled, or
what do I need to roll for it?
knowledge planes?
Planes.
Holy shit, I cannot read the box that pops up with your skills. Knowledge.
There's a box that pops up?
Worst case, you could just manually roll it off your roll or off the hero lab if you have to. Okay,
Just
let's
get
see,
close to your
17 or 19.
screen. It's okay.
Just open 2
Ryza
windows
just
of Roll20
knows
and zoom one in.
that this is also a chiton, just like the other things, and that you probably need a silver or good aligned weapon, and that they're immune to cold. But other than that, it doesn't really know anything about the specifics of what type of chiton this is.
Alright.
And we know about these guys, right?
Yes, you already know about these guys. They have the little shadow scream ability, and the other ones have like nothing really. And then they all have unnerving gaze as well.
Wait, did you say they're immune to
And Mithril is
poisons
silver,
or
right?
anything like that?
What's that? Secret?
Were they? Did you say
cold.
they were immune to poisons? Just cold. Okay.
Yeah, they're just immune to cold.
Alright, fireball.
Fireball. Okay. It's a decent opening.
Fireball!
Yeah,
Ding, ding,
I think we
ding.
know that some of them have spell resistance too, but...
You do know at least these guys do, but you're not sure if this one does or not.
Yeah, I can hit
But
all
go
That's
ahead and
why I
make a
said
caster
some of
level.
them have
Well,
spell
your
resistance.
caster level check should be built into the button if you have it. 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
I think you can hit all of them with it. They're pretty bunched up.
Well, I don't like using the roll 21 because it rolls the concentration roll, and if you don't roll higher than concentration roll, it doesn't roll the damage.
Really? That seems weird.
Unless there's a setting I need to click, but...
Yeah,
I'll try
do
it.
whatever you need to do it, man. You can manually roll it. That's how I do it all the time, so I can't judge you for that.
Holy shit.
I can judge you for that.
I don't know if that's true, but if it is, then use the description field instead of the damage field and just write your codes there. That's what I do, is I just write everything in the description
Oh,
field.
okay. If my character sheet will ever open, there it goes.
Yeah, I got one character sheet open, and that's Brugar.
Alright, I'm just gonna
I'm gonna
click
play
this.
Brugar really poorly,
what
probably,
happens.
but
Just move things
let me
around.
squint at the text. Okay, so caster level check to overcome SR was the 10. Okay. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna roll some reflex saves here. Does that have the damage? It did, 26. Okay, cool.
26.
What is these guys' reflex? Okay, that guy takes half. That guy takes also half. That guy takes full, and that guy takes full. So you actually just outright kill 2 of these little augurs. So they are dead. Get out of the way, Brugar.
And then for my move action, I'm gonna.
And the other, before you make your move, just to so you have all the information, it doesn't look like it affected either of these 2 things or the one over here, that they resisted the effect of the spell.
Okay.
Now go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
I moved.
Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What's it? Alright, next one going is this guy. He can fly pretty far.
Oh shit.
He is going to attempt to charge at Aelios. However, this will provoke
Kale.
an attack opportunity.
Kale?
Or Aelios, or Kael, whatever. Whatever he said.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what? That's
We're
really
just
far.
never
He can't fly
letting
far.
go. Never let go.
Never let go. He's gonna fly at you though. You can take an attack opportunity if you'd like. Otherwise, he's gonna charge at you. Well, he's gonna charge at you anyway, but you might kill him here.
Spiky ball of.
Oh, I should have raged at the
Evilness.
end of the round, or at the beginning of the round. Oh well. So d20 plus 14. Oops. 28.
28, that'll hit.
And this is a cold iron ghost touch scimitar.
+2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Windows notification, get out of my way.
I'm fighting pop-ups. Okay, so let's see.
I'm not sure if I have those stats built into my normal scimitar yet or not.
And you don't have like you didn't use like an arcane point or anything like that yet to boost it. So
No, I haven't.
yeah. Okay, so unfortunately that is not enough to finish him off, but it does damage him. It just looks like it didn't damage him fully. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Oh my god. I need to put this to the front. Okay. I need to put Kael, or I need to put Ryza to the front as well. Alright. This thing attempts to move in and attack you. So here it comes, its attack. Charge attack. Charge! Does a 12 hit you? I don't think it does.
No.
Alright, so it attempts to attack you. It's in your square. It misses. That's its turn. This thing looks and says, Amber, I remember
That thing
you.
does?
Yes, it recognizes you. We have so many great memories together, don't we?
Oh god. Your friend?
Like that time when I saved your life. And I think I'm going to cash in that debt now, and he's going to move towards you. Let's see here, 40 feet. 40 feet. He's going to, let's see, move up here for now. And he is going to appear to he's just going to do that and basically address Amber, and that's his turn. His apparent turn. On this guy's turn, the sacristan. He is going to move up 30 feet up to next to this guy. He's actually gonna double. No, he's gonna do that, and he's gonna not do anything else. That's all he's doing for this turn. Tiki, it's your turn.
I have Magic Circle Against Evil cast twice so far already today. Would it still be on?
It has a 10-minute duration.
I'm gonna rule that yes, you still have it.
Who did I last put it on? Because I didn't put it on me.
Yourself.
Yeah, you did put it on yourself.
Okay.
You put that on during the fight with the other sacristans.
Okay, then I'll
sacristans, whatever.
Stay next to Amber then. And Brugar. Okay, you know, I'm gonna have Sally move us over here. I'm gonna touch Brugar and put Shield of Fortification Greater on him.
Okay, probably a good idea. It's a 20% chance to negate a crit or something like that, or 50% or whatever. Oh, I didn't give Brugar's initiative. Herp derp. He probably isn't going to beat 22 anyway, but let's, let's, oh my god, what, why is it so tiny now?
Okay, and then I gotta take a phone call.
I'm not talking about the text this time, actually. Okay. I can always look it up.
He's talking about his wiener.
I didn't want to say.
No, I'm talking about the pop-up itself. It got small.
I knew Ron
you
was
ate
on the
half
same
of it already.
brainwave.
That's what happens when you eat wiener dogs.
Ew.
You become
Get
what
smaller.
you eat.
Who would do such a thing?
What is going on here? Why can't I find the, I thought it was in core for initiative, but I don't see it here at all.
It's, do you want me to, it's at the top, like, right under buffs and conditions, there's like a buttons button, and there's an INIT.
Alright, I'm back.
It's also at the bottom of
There,
4.
I see that one. Yeah, that'll work. Did it add him? Yes, it did. Alright, cool. I'm gonna drag him up to wherever the hell he's supposed to be.
And he knows to go after me, because I need to turn the mithril shield or the mithril buckler into a small hammer.
Okay. So he'll actually delay till after Amber then. Amber, it is your turn.
I'm gonna knowledge these things.
Okay, knowledge planes. Okay, that is good enough to know that this is a chiton interlocutor. So, things you know about these is that they tend to be kind of, like they tend to like to do kind of like using other things, body parts to basically make what they think of as artwork, kind of. They are the self-proclaimed surgeon sculptors among the chitons, and they like to study the pain and sensation of horror-stricken victims as they like tear their bodies apart and rebuild them into how they think they should be. Um,
It's Frankenstein.
yeah, kind of. They do that to
it's worse
themselves
than
too, though.
Frankenstein.
So like a willing ergot.
Kind of, yeah. You know that one of the things that is one of the very terrifying things about them as well is that they have the ability to basically like bring people, like they can heal people and bring them back from the brink of death. In game terms, they can cast Breath of Life 1 time a day. Um, Other than that, they have the normal like chiton stuff. They have a unnerving gaze if you get within 30 feet, and they have reach. They have like 4 claws that can attack. They have DR for silver or good. So you need a good aligned weapon or a silver. Mithril does count as silver to answer a question considering that. They have spell resistance and they are immune to cold. And you also know that their claws have a poison and a bleed on them as well. So getting hit by one of those claws, one of their 4 claw attacks that they have is pretty nasty. So these things are a force for sure.
I'll say to this thing, I don't know you. You must be mistaken, thinking I'm somebody else.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over and transform my mithril buckler that I gave Brugar into a light hammer.
Alright.
Masterwork mithril light hammer.
Okay.
That's my turn.
I think he's already got that configured from last time, so. Alright, it's Brugar's turn, so he's got a Cold Iron Warhammer, it says in there.
And I'll tell
so...
people about the poison. Be careful of those claws.
Let me close that. Oh my god. Why is it not letting me, like, scroll down all the way on this character sheet? Like, I can't see anything past the first attack. Alright, I'm just gonna close it and, like, try to reopen the character sheet and hope that fixes it. That's like the first rule of troubleshooting, right? Just, like, turn it off and try it again.
Usually, when that happens, you need to reload Roll20.
Oh, resetting the character sheet did it, so...
Oh, good.
I don't see one for the, God damn it, I don't see one for this light hammer. I thought he used it last time. Maybe he was just using the warhammer.
He was just using the warhammer, and I was like, here, take this.
Okay. Well, there's
like,
not one configured.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
It does a d4.
Okay, well, I'll just roll the attacks, and then I can manually roll the damage or something. I don't know. Let's see. Brugar is going to move up here, and I don't know, intimidate this guy or something. I don't think I'm gonna have him like charge in like a maniac. So he's gonna try to intimidate the interlocutor. You say something like, "I'm your real opponent" or something like that, and then that's what he's gonna do. I don't think his intimidate's gonna work. This thing's turn. Let's see here. Could try to get to Brugar, but no, it's gonna try to hit Kael as well. Kael, you don't have combat reflexes, do you?
Go fish.
I don't think so. Let me look. No.
Okay. So it attempts to charge you like the other one did. This time you don't get to attack it because you're trying to attack its buddy. And it misses. It's pretty impressive. On this thing's turn, it's going to move.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry
Move
about
to the
that.
other side up here. Bottom of the round. Last and certainly least. No. Sorry. Alright, Zidarium,
So true.
it's your turn. Raziel.
Yeah.
Let's see how this character actually works when he's not being played by me.
I
Oh,
was actually trying to
shit.
figure that out.
Brugar, the ultimate judge, isn't here to judge you.
Here we go. I had to find my notepad file that tells me how to play my character.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so first of all,
He has like a flow
God,
chart.
somewhere here I put in. It is basically a flowchart of what buffs to put on when.
Yeah, I didn't use any of your spells either. I just had you do attacks. Like you just did
That's
you just
fine.
did every turn full
'Cause
attack,
I
and even
can
like
swift
two
cast.
weapon. Yeah, fervor lets you swift cast, right? So,
I don't remember how
only
that
for,
works, though.
Only for self buffs, I think, though.
You expend a use of fervor to be able to swift cast for self buffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I will. I'm trying to find out my character. Sorry, I haven't fought with this character yet, so it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Where is stuff? I'm trying to find where my fervor uses is at on my character sheet. Imagine
The longer he
abilities.
takes, the more I can eat.
Here. 8 out of 9 uses. Okay. So now I'm at 8 out of 9. And I'm going to swift cast
I
a
wonder how
level
you're at 8 out
3
of 9.
spell.
Like, where'd you
No, I'm
use
saying
one at?
after using it, I'm 8 out of 9.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I was like, what? I didn't use any fervor.
I will swift. So do I have to use it on me, or could I use it on like my weapon, for example? Like if my weapon is spell storing.
I think you have to use it on yourself, but
I
I'm
believe
not
you
100%
have to use
sure.
it on yourself.
Okay,
I
I'll use
don't I've
weapon
never
of
actually played
awe on
War Priest.
myself, which does something. Oh no, well it's on. It's oh no, that targets a weapon, not targets me. Really? Okay, I'll give myself divine favor then. Blah 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 blah. Attack and damage rolls. Blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm doing divine favor swift cast, which
Yeah, you might still be able to do Weapon of Awe as for your standard action. I don't know if you're doing an attack this round or not.
now I'm gonna
These
attack.
guys are all... Okay.
'Cause you can full round when you're.
Yes, you can full round and you do a swift
Yeah.
action.
Okay, so I cast divine favor on myself. I'm going to. Can I hit these things if I have precise shot that are on Kael?
You still have the -4 from cover, but you won't have to take the -4 for firing into melee. So yeah, you can hit them. They're just a little bit harder to hit.
We also have a distance going on there.
Theoretically, yeah, you have a
Okay.
distance penalty because your range
And you're
increment's only
throwing
10, so...
Daggers? I thought daggers are 20.
Might be 20, I'm not sure.
I think
could be
mundane
wrong.
items are 10 and daggers are 20.
Daggers might be 20.
Let me look. It's on my character sheet. Dagger
Zidarium
range.
also has something which
No, they have a range of 10.
range
increases his-
20.
10.
It's 10,
Yours might be 20
but
because of
my
some
belt
ability.
makes it 20.
Gotcha.
So +2 per increment. Beyond.
So this would be a yeah, it'd have a -2 to the roll because of the range, and they get a +4 to their AC for being in the same square as
God, this
as
character
Kael.
sucks. Who made this character?
Well,
Okay, I'm not
gonna
closer,
attack
this round.
dummy.
Yeah, I'm going to give myself Zephyr's Gift, that's my standard action. It's an air domain blessing that lets me touch one ranged weapon, and for 1 minute, attacks made with it take no penalties due to range.
Okay,
And
that
attacking
seems
does
pretty
not
good.
provoke attacks of opportunity.
So that means you can
So-
still only throw 100 feet away, but that's no penalties. You could throw to like Yeah, you can hit basically anything.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
then
probably
my
pretty
move
good.
action, I'll move up here behind Brugar there.
Okay. We are now in round 2, and it is Kael's turn.
So if Ryza Burning Hands here, it hits Kael.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
You could set it up so that you move or something, though.
Or a
Yeah,
5-foot step.
Kael's gonna 5-foot step. And Ryza's going to Burning Hands. She's cast level 3.
Okay. You don't have to worry about cast roll check for these two guys. They don't have spell resistance. Just tell me what the reflex save is.
No, I need
Or is she
cast roll for
concentrating?
the damage.
She doesn't. Actually, they don't have a range of, like, if she's just 5-foot steps away from them, she can just do it. You don't have the damage. I got you. Let me just roll their reflex saves now. I don't know the save. One of them probably made it. The other one probably failed.
What's the one's roll?
Actually, they might have both made it. I don't know. One of them got like a 20 something. The other one got a for its reflex, it got a 15. So they might have both made it.
They both made it.
Take half then. Okay. I think that might still be enough to kill one of these two, though. It is. So it actually kills this one up here.
Okay.
Or downs it at least.
Cast Mirror Image.
I tried to square the circle. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah.
You're
casting
getting
mirror image?
towards calculus
Yeah.
for the area under the curve.
D4? That's right.
The D4 plus whatever.
Is that right? No, I'm... Oh, okay, I can understand it. It's 2 plus 2. So it's 4. That'd be broken. It was...
Do you do anything else? Are you doing were you doing that as part of spell combat, or?
No, I can't do that. That's self-cast.
You can do self-cast with spell combat. You can do any spell with spell combat.
Oh. Okay, then.
So you have 8,
You just don't
there's
get
8
the
of you
extra
right now.
attack.
That's correct. You don't get an extra attack out of it, and your attacks are still at a -2.
Right.
Well, I say any spell, but actually it's only any spell that has standard action cast time. So you can't do spell combat with fucking Raise Dead or Summon Monster 1 or Restoration.
Probably kills the second one, no?
That does indeed kill the second one, and this one actually outright dies.
You can read the damage.
I can read the damage. It's all 8s. I think the second attack actually would miss, but the first attack killed it anyway. So, all right. So this thing I can remove from the combat tracker because it is Dunzo. This guy says, "I'm hurt that you could forget me so easily," and he's going to move up. Let's see. He can't quite unless he charges. Could just charge. Might be a good idea. I'm gonna have him do that. He's gonna He's going to attempt to charge at Kael. So first off, let's roll his attack. 38, I'm assuming he would hit, but he has to roll versus your mirror images. So he takes out an image.
Okay.
And it is now this thing's turn. Let's see here. It's going to charge at Brugar.
Brugar, Ogar.
So let's see here. It's gonna try to hit him with a claw. He hits Brugar and he's gonna do some damage. Brugar takes some damage. Tiki, it is now your turn.
I ask Amber if this thing casts spells.
I don't know, GM. Does it cast spells?
Well, you know it has spell-like abilities. AK it can cast.
say that.
You know it can cast Breath of Life, for example, and cure spells.
Oh. So it looks like it's more likely going to attack than cast spells, perhaps. This seems like a good time to use it. I'm gonna use my Wandering Star Motes. I'm gonna start on him. Let me push the button and hopefully we can decipher it together.
If it
21
you're trying to cast it on
level?
him.
To start with him, and then I guess it'll bounce to the thing next
What
to
happens?
Brugar.
What happens if it resists? Does the spell fizzle,
Then
or
the
does it
entire
still
spell
bounce?
fizzles.
Okay, well it resists, so the spell does not go off.
Okay, well there's that. I stare where I am.
Okay. In that case, it'll be Amber's turn then.
I'll do something that will not fail. I'm a 5-foot step here. And I'm gonna
Okay.
cast haste on the party.
Yeah, haste seems
You
like
are
it'll
my hero.
That seems like it probably will work.
Yay, I can cast faster. Oh wait.
God, this character is... I have so many things to do. It's crazy.
And
Yeah.
now Brugar can smack this thing lots.
Lots.
Alright, and Brugar is going to do that. So let's see. His first thing he's gonna do to this this doofer here is he's going to try and trip him. I think actually he could do a bull rush as part of a. So he'll do
Yeah,
that.
he can
I
bull
guess.
rush and then trip if he succeeds the bull rush.
Yeah, I've seen him do this before, so I'll try that. See if he rolls better than last session. Where
Doesn't
that
look like
doesn't
it.
look like that's gonna do
It's
it.
a
Okay, so the
suck.
bull rush doesn't work. Then he's gonna do a trip, I guess, on this dude. Does that work? Maybe.
I don't know, I think I remember their CMDs being in like around 30.
It looks like it has many
How does it
legs
list
and
their
very
CMD here?
dexterous.
Okay. No, he's attacking the one that looks humanoid.
Oh.
Humanoid, so it only has
Okay.
2 legs. But he does not trip it. Alright, well then he'll just do a single attack, I guess, at the -5. So I'll just roll that and take -5 on that. I think that misses anyway. Yeah, -5, that definitely misses. Okay, so he actually just does not have a very effective turn at all because very low rolls.
Is anybody's except for Amber's?
Um,
Kale did.
Oh, that's
actually, he'll
good.
move this way. All right then. Let's see. This thing I can remove from the combat tracker because it's dead. This thing is going to. Let's see here. He is going to double move in next to his boss here. And that's his turn. Raziel, your turn.
Oh boy. Um,
I guess I
what?
should be doing this. I should have done this to Brugar as well, but also because he is so close to him, because you're so close to this guy, you're going to be affected by his unnerving gaze. I should have been doing this to everybody, but you know what? I'm going to hold off for one turn. He hasn't activated yet. Go ahead. I'll
Okay.
wait till his turn to start doing that.
Um, I'm going to move somewhere. What kind of armor do I have on? How far can? Oh, I have haste. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'll move like over here so I can have a clear shot at the boss.
Wait, haste is on?
Think. Although I have a pretty good
Yeah,
shot
you have haste
here.
on.
This will work. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot the big bad guy or
Gonna
throw things at him.
Full round him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to swift cast anything first. I could swift activate my sacred weapon. Let's do that. Which crap, because that only goes on one of the two daggers.
Yep, and you have to set it at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. You know, let's just not deal with that because I don't want to deal with that. I think I'm just gonna hit it. No, let's do it. I want the numbers. Okay. And then since I didn't set it at the beginning of the day, I'm just gonna say it's a +2 flat bonus. Nothing, no special abilities.
That
Okay.
worked.
And we know that this thing's weak to silver, right?
Silver
Yeah.
or good aligned weapons.
Okay, and it looked like you had me wielding the mithril dagger in my primary hand last session.
That's what I did last time because they told you like it's weak in silver, and you're like, I have a silver dagger, so that's what I had you doing.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm just
that's
gonna
the only thing I had you
keep
doing.
it that way
Honestly.
because that makes sense. Which means this goes
Like I didn't do your
here.
2-weapon fighting either at all. I just had you do your main weapon,
Yeah,
and that's it.
we're doing 2-weapon fighting here.
All right.
So I don't know how many attacks I get. I think it's this many. So that's a mithril
Depends.
dagger,
Yeah, it
and then I
depends
have
a
to
little
turn
bit.
off
Like,
my sacred weapon, and then throw the other one.
how many? You just have one attack with your secondary. Like you only have 2-weapon fighting. You don't have
I've
improved
improved
yet?
2-weapon fighting.
I think you get 2 of them then, right?
Yeah, they're there.
No, they're both there. Okay, cool.
There's all my rolls.
All right, let's see here. You're actually pretty fortunate because since it charged last turn, it has a little bit lower AC than it did than it would have normally had, and you actually confirmed the crit, hit the second attack,
my
hit
God.
the haste attack, and hit with both. You hit with all your attacks. All the attacks hit. So.
This character's dumb.
Alright, I don't think you have any way to get it around the damage reduction with the adamantine dagger, because it's not hardness, so that one's not going to do as much damage. But let's start chunking out the health here. Alright, so it takes 41 damage, is that correct?
From the first attack.
41 damage from the first attack. Takes 22 damage from the second attack. Takes 25 damage from the next attack. And then the attacks after that doesn't take full damage from. So it does look like you hurt him really good though.
Yeah.
Like.
So you just see me
he-
throwing my daggers at him, and they're like either going through him or like hitting him and bouncing off, and just coming back to me. And I'm throwing them one after the other as they come back to me, for a total of 5 throws.
Yeah. So Raziel's just like a flurry of daggers, and it turns out it's just 2 daggers. So he's just throwing them, and they're coming back to him, and he's throwing them again.
He just Katarina ulted this guy.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
All right, Kael, can you finish him off, maybe?
Sure, I think I can. Alright, so I'm just going to rage.
Okay.
Make my scimitar keen. And I'm going to see which one is the one I want to use. I think it's this one.
By the way, after that, I dismiss my
Alright,
sacred weapon as a
so
free
yeah,
action.
I'm going to do an intensified shocking grasp attack.
So you actually would do that before you rage, right? Strictly speaking.
Does that matter?
I think you
Yes.
you can't cast while you rage, right?
Oh, right,
Correct.
right, yeah, yeah.
But raging is a free action, so you can do it after you cast. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Plus,
He
you did
still
some
needs to
janky.
concentrate. Unless he wants to vote.
That
I
is
haven't-
true.
Oh,
So-
am I threatening him right now?
You are being threatened by. Yeah, he attacked you from this square last round. He has a 10-foot reach, so you can either cast
Oh.
defensively or you can just rely on your mirror images. That's up to you.
So I'll just rely on my mirror image.
All right, so it's going to attempt to take its attack on you. 30. Does that hit your AC?
Yeah.
Hits an image. Spell gets off. You're good. Down to 6 or 5 images. I don't know where you're tracking those.
No, I don't. You miscounted my images. I rolled.
He
4
took 1 out last time. I think you rolled 7 images.
No, I misrolled that because I thought it was 3d4, not d4 plus 2.
Oh, well, okay. I rolled like the wrong thing last time then, but so a D4 takes an image out anyway. All right, so what are you doing? You gonna move up and rage and attack?
Yeah, hold on.
You doing spell
I'm
combat as well?
slowly Reading my. Yeah, I'm slowly reading my things. Small text is hard.
Yeah, that's fair. Thanks, Roll20, for this great experience of tiny text.
This one, yes, it is that attack. Oh, I made him 1 attack. Okay, so
Well, there is a
that
nat
one
1.
doesn't hit.
Nope, but if you spell combat, you still have some more attacks, so.
Yeah.
I hasted too.
And you have haste as well.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. That one will not hit either.
All right. So then I do that one again, right?
Yeah, with haste. Okay, that one will hit and confirm. I don't see a caster level check to overcome spell resistance in there though, so.
Yeah, I don't have that included. D20 plus 8.
Yeah, that's probably
D20
it, unless you have
plus
something
7
else
or
buffing
8
it.
or whatever it is.
Okay, so the spell fizzles, but the attack still hits him, and
Alright,
does
I have one more
do some
attack that
damage.
hits.
And you have That's correct. You have
Or
one more
a dead
attack you can
attack.
attack with.
So it's going to be the second attack of this one. Hold on, Windows notification. There we go.
So only the
17
second one
misses.
here. The 17, that misses. Yep. So... Alright, so it is still standing.
Probably also 5
And-
foot step closer.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
fine.
On its turn, it's actually
Res
going to
is not
move...
falling.
Rise is not falling. Okay. I gotcha. It's going to move back and... it's going to say, oh, that... It hurts so good, and it's gonna... He's gonna use a spell-like ability on himself.
Is the spell craftable?
Yeah, it's spellcraftable. You know he's using Breath of Life on himself.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, you're not sure what he's doing. Let's see. He does this at caster level. There we go. Okay. Heals himself some. Still looks pretty hurt though. And that's honestly that's all he can do. So, but let's see. On this thing's turn, how far away is everybody from it? I think you guys know what he's gonna do, right? Well, you guys that were here last time know what he's gonna do. He is going
he's gonna
to
vomit up darkness at us.
Yep, he pulls out the stitching on his mouth, basically. Opens it up in like a loud, but also very dark. It's a soul-shaking howls
very
from the pits of the
quiet.
shadow plane. And then, yeah, well, at first it's really loud, but then after that, sudden silence and darkness. You cannot see or hear anything within 25 feet of him. So I think that hits everybody. Also, everybody who is within that 25 feet, which is everybody, needs to roll a will save.
Oh, shit. I rolled a 3.
It's okay, that's my good roll.
That would be a, actually 14 because of Tiki.
Oh yeah, if he's evil, +2. Well,
Yeah.
well, it's only one more for me because I have
Yeah, it's only
resistance
one
code.
for me too, which is why it's
I need to roll
14
one.
instead of a 13.
I need to roll one for Senor Brugar.
We might have
he's
Zerdurium. Oh no, Zerdurium doesn't kill Brugar this fight.
fine. Alright, so... Yeah, he was thinking maybe you'd fail the will save, and then you'd get confused. Big Brugar and you guys would both get confused and get
Oh,
in the
will save's
eternal
good.
confusion struggle. But it looks like Kael, Ryza, and Amber are going to be confused for 4 whole rounds.
Is that only because of the darkness?
Actually, no, I rolled that too early. Okay, it's for us. When you leave the darkness, that's you're confused for now, but the duration is not rolled until you leave the darkness. So it's going to last for as long as you're in the darkness, plus d4 rounds after you leave. So I'll roll those individually. I think that's how I did it last time too. I had you just roll it individually. So yeah, everything within 25 feet of him right now is in darkness.
And this is deeper darkness, right?
This is deeper darkness, correct. So even dark vision does not help. And it is now Tiki's turn, so Tiki, you cannot see or hear anything. You can feel your frog. Or your toad. Or whatever,
Pony.
your horse. You can feel the pony underneath you.
You said it's within 20, so would I be out of it if I go here?
within 25 feet, but I think that will be far enough. Yeah, you're out of it.
Okay. I'll go here, and then when I'm out of it, I honestly don't know what to cast.
And you can't see anything, because there's a shield of darkness. You can't see the guys on the other side of it either.
Yeah.
Although I think they're too far away anyway, so even if there wasn't darkness, you wouldn't be able to see them over there.
If I have Sally continue to move over here, I can see the big guy though, right?
You can see, yeah, you can kind of barely see like the corner of him over here. I think, yeah, I think
Okay.
you can't.
Is there like a dark aura we should be seeing on the character that cast it?
I didn't put one on him, but I maybe can. I'm not sure.
I want
There's
to.
like a way to make auras.
Gosh, actually, I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't think you guys can see it though.
No.
You can make it visible to us though. It's in the token settings. You can make it visible to players.
I guess I'm gonna. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna take a total defense.
Okay.
And instead
Amber,
of
you.
moving, I'm
Oh.
gonna go back to where I was, just to there. So.
Okay. Amber, you are confused. Go ahead and roll on the confusion table, also known as the fun table.
I think I do nothing.
You do nothing but babble incoherently, but nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
Why can't nobody? Why can nobody hear him? Her.
Because it's silent.
It's also silent.
The cloud is
Silent.
or the babbling?
Yes. No.
cloud.
Okay.
The darkness is also a silent sphere, so it's completely silent and deeper darkness. You can't see or hear anything. Let's see. Brugar is going to attempt. He's going to attempt to attack. He doesn't know what square this thing's in, so I'm going to basically give him like 25% concealment instead of 50% concealment on the chance, like determine whether or not he actually attacks the right square.
So he needs to roll higher than 75.
Mm-hmm. That's assuming that any of these attacks hit. He's just gonna do regular attacks because last time I was trying to do all that fancy shit and it was hard and it didn't even work. So we'll have to ignore the damage on this anyway because it's wrong. But why is freaking Roll20 hate me so much?
Because you hate it.
I just want to check the boxes. Alright, there we go.
Maybe one of those has a chance to hit.
One of those has a chance to hit. Actually, two of those have a chance to hit.
Oh,
He gets through
one
with
hits.
one attack. And
so the mod's gonna be the same, but it'll be a D4 instead of a D8.
so 2 plus
10 damages.
So he does 10 damage. Alright, so Brugar did something. Raziel, you cannot see or hear anything.
Okay.
You skipped a dude.
Who'd I skip?
You'd skip a duder, the niner.
Oh, I skipped him. Yeah, he does something. He's gonna come around, Hold on a second. He sees like out of the corner of his eye this frog, and he's gonna kind of move around the outside here. He's gonna double move right next to Tiki.
Oh God.
You guys don't know this is happening.
Yep.
So what do you do? You know, you fought this before, so you know that if you move away from him, you got out of the darkness, even though you, the player, haven't seen this yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move, and I didn't hear the other duder that went up to Tiki. I don't know that he's back there at all.
No, you don't.
It's
Last you saw me was over here.
Okay,
You
well,
can't
I'm
hear
gonna move
anything in
directly
there.
away from the main dude, which is what my character
Sure.
would do.
I
So I'm
I
gonna
agree
move
with that.
here,
And you find this guy now.
but I don't provoke, or he doesn't hit me.
No, he can't see into the darkness either. So he's
Okay.
actually just
Is
as
deeper
surprised as you are.
darkness, but not deeper dark vision.
So
Yeah.
now I see him, and he's right here. And if I try and move away, it'll provoke, because he knows about me now.
You can throw a dagger at him though, maybe.
He has
If
regular dark vision, but
I think I'm just gonna cast a spell.
That'll also provoke unless you
Defensively?
concentrate.
I mean, you could just do a melee attack with your dagger too. Don't forget that they are melee
That's
weapons.
true.
As
That's
well.
true. I could attack melee. I don't know what my rolls are for that.
He
though.
has that thing where he doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity with them or something.
Only with one of the
His
daggers.
blessing.
The one that I put the air thing on. I actually have a
Yeah.
different plan. I'm gonna move back over here.
This time provoke. So he's gonna try to hit you.
Yeah. This was my plan
Um,
before, so
Let's see
luckily
here.
haste lets me move that much, I believe.
Yeah.
Does a
it
29 hit you?
Yeah, it does. Yay, minimum damage. That's damage, right? Not like strength damage or something?
Yeah, that's just regular damage.
Okay.
By the way, I can't see Zerdarium's
Well, I have that
character's
standard
health
action
bar.
still, right?
You can't see what now?
Zerdarium's character's health bar.
Oh, huh. Let me see if I can fix.
So for
Oh,
my
yes, Zerdarium,
standard
you still have a
action,
standard action.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the darkness deal. Yeah.
Well, it's not magical.
It can work against spell-like
It's
abilities.
it's a supernatural ability, so that won't work.
It's not
actually.
spell-like? Do
That's
I know
correct.
I know that, or would I waste it?
You don't know that, so yeah, you end up just wasting it.
God damn it. I hate this game. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
no,
try and
but
dispel it,
she's
and it doesn't
babbling
work for some
incoherently.
reason.
Right. If
I'm like,
you were able to talk to
crap.
Amber right now, I'd actually would have said Amber would tell you that, but since she
Yep.
can't, you try it.
That's fine.
Because I can't imagine that it, like, even though Amber knows things about these, I can't imagine the
I don't know
specifics of that
how I
came up.
would.
Right. So, all right, Kael and
Unless I,
Ryza
fought
are
them
both
before
confused.
here, but
So roll
I
on the
just
fun
got here.
time. Roll on the fun time table.
Is that a 100?
D100s. Yep, for both you
I
and Ryza.
tried, guys.
Okay, you babble incoherently. Ryza.
Ryza attacks herself, I believe. It's either that or Kael.
I think it's attack self.
Ryza
Yeah.
hurt itself in its confusion.
Ryza hurts herself. D8 plus whatever her strength modifier is,
Okay.
which is
Minus
probably
8.
not very much. Yeah. Ryza deals 4 damage to herself. And that's your turns. On this thing's turn. Huh. What is it gonna do? So it has a harder time actually moving around this corner here because of its size. I think it can still
It should
do it.
just
It
heal
has to move.
itself.
It would have to move through. I think it is going to heal itself. It's going to move where you can't see it on the other side of this darkness, and he is gonna do something, but you can't see him. So. And that's its turn. This thing's turn. Going to move away.
Ooh, I
It's
can
Amber's.
see out.
That actually is maybe a bad thing. Potentially, because
Yeah,
you're
it maybe
confused.
is.
Um.
I might go try and attack this guy.
All right, on Tiki, it's now your turn. You have this thing next to you.
Wait, the
And you can
spooky
see-
darkness guy didn't do anything?
He didn't do anything you can see.
I see. Okay.
Huh. Right. I will. This is just not an easy combat for Tiki. My options are limited.
Deal with the thing right on you.
Obviously, but it's immune to cold. That's kind of a problem. I will glitter dust it. DC 17. I'm gonna 5
Okay.
foot step back first. I'm gonna
Before you do that, okay.
Yeah, I remember Sally wasn't really doing damage to these things, so no point attacking it.
Okay. What's its will save here then?
These don't have SR, do they?
Well, they do a spell resistance, but Glitter Dust does not care about spell
Oh, that's
resistance.
right.
What'd you say the DC was again?
17.
Okay, so it makes it, unfortunately.
Well, now it's pretty.
I'm guessing. Yep. Yeah, it's if there was anything invisible standing near it, you would know it was there now. So now you can confidently say there's nothing invisible, like, in this area, kind of like below it a little bit.
More info is better than no info.
Exactly. Amber, roll on the fun time confusion table.
I guess your action was better than my action.
You just continue babbling. Alright.
Can I now hear Amber?
Yep.
Okay. I probably look at you
Brugar attempts to swing at this thing and fails to connect anything because it's not actually next to him anymore. And by the way, you guys all, just a reminder, you do know this ability, that it only lasts for like 3 rounds, so he's not going to be able to keep this up forever. But it's only been up for 2 rounds now. On this thing's turn, it's going to attempt to move up and attack Tiki. So, let's see here. Where is its base attack bonus? Like, if it tries to power attack, this is the problem with you just using a stat block, is you have to fucking figure it out.
You have to calculate the power attack
Yeah.
and the base
Power
attack
attack.
bonus.
I think it's going to be base attack bonus of 12 means it gets -4 plus
Minus
8,
4
right?
plus 8. Yep.
Okay. So it's going to attempt to attack Tiki with a power attack.
Okay. I kick
Does a
it in the
24
face.
hit you?
No, I wish I could. Yeah. Whoa, oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 15 damage, and then it's going to do another attack. 17 probably misses, though.
Yeah, that misses. The 24 actually
so it hits
met
you.
with the protection on, so.
Alright. So it hits you with one attack. And that's its turn. Raziel, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I see this thing going after Tiki.
So on its turn,
Think I'm
actually,
gonna-
or on your turn though, it's gonna make you do a save versus its unnerving gaze as it glares back at you.
Is that a
So if
will
you're gonna
save?
try to attack it, you have to make a will save.
Yeah, will save more like won't save.
No, you made it.
Easy.
You're fine.
Will save's my good save, is what I meant to say.
Basically, if you fail it, you're at least staggered. But staggered's a big deal when you're trying to full attack action something.
Alright, so he's 25 feet, so I'll move 5 feet closer just so I'm in all the ranges. And I'm just going to full round it after that 5-foot step. I should still have everything on, I think, except Sacred Weapon I said I dismissed, which is fine. I don't need that. Okay. First with the primary attacks. A splash of dice on my screen. And then the secondary attacks. Oh my god. Are you serious right now?
Alright.
That triple crit? Double crit?
Yeah, you triple crit it. It's pretty good.
I told that improved critical, Pluto. Improved critical. It's so good.
Alright, so let's see.
I
here.
want the number.
Only one of them was through with the mithril dagger. So he's going to take. That's going to be 38 damage from that first attack, or that first crit. And then after that, there's some damage that's not going to all go through. So, he is still standing, but he does look pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah. You can tell that the adamantine dagger did not, even though you got a really good hit, did not seem to affect him as much as the silver dagger did.
I mean, you say as much. Is it like half or something? Like, or is it like? I don't know. I guess yeah.
Well, it's like a.
It's more than DR5.
It's reducing. It's more than DR5. Yeah.
So it looks like a significant portion's not happening, even though it looked like I struck true.
There are some things with DR like 2 as well, but yeah, usually they're in increments of 5.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, you
But we
you can
knew
definitely
that
tell.
these guys had
But
DR5.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
technically,
And these guys are
you
stronger,
can't
so they're
visually
probably
see that when
10
you
or
punch
15.
somebody. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, all I can tell you is it doesn't look like the adamantine dagger, even though you hit like a really good hits on him. Like you feel like you probably would have taken it down normally if you'd had like a second mithril dagger.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can tell that what my hits that looked like they should have been really good and devastating just were not.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Kael, you are still confused. Roll on the fun time confusion table. And roll for Ryza as well. I think that's
They
the one where
continue
you
babbling
babble.
incoherently.
So, this time you guys both are babbling incoherently, but you can't hear each other because you are in a zone of silence. On this thing's turn, it is going to
Uh-oh.
moves around over here,
I don't
and
like where this is going.
let's see, it doesn't look as badly hurt as it was earlier. but yeah, that's its turn. It moves over, around, continues around the darkness sphere towards you. On this thing's turn, it continues to do what it was doing before. Tiki, it's now your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
Oh, actually, are you within 30 feet of this thing right now? Nope, never mind. Okay. You are 30 feet of this one, so go ahead and roll that will save.
Okay.
But Tiki's blind.
Well, I mean, I could see, just not the way you see.
Okay, you're fine, and Sally is also fine.
Okay. I. I'm going to have Sally 5 foot step back, and I'm gonna cast a cure light wounds on myself.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I'm not in Amber's range anymore. Oh well. Amber's busy
Alright,
anyway.
you cure yourself. Amber, you are still get to roll on the fun time confusion table.
Oh no, my character is going to die to confusion.
It looks like you're just babbling, so I mean, you're fine, I guess.
Until this thing gets to me.
Brugar is gonna continue not actually be effective. Actually, he's just gonna move out of the. He's gonna move out of the darkness, and he sees these things. He's gonna. How far did he move to get here? I think that was like already. He has
Still has
haste on
haste.
him, so he actually can continue on, and he can try to take this thing out. So he's gonna do that. He's gonna try to take this thing out. I'm only gonna take that first attack, but yep. So it's a plus 8.
11.
So is that enough to finish this thing off? Maybe, maybe. I don't think it is.
Probably not.
It is not. Okay, it's still up. On this thing's turn, it's gonna attempt to go down here and attack Tiki again.
Oh.
2 hits.
Yeah.
To take 14 and 15 damage.
Okay.
And then it's Raziel's turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Do I see this thing? Probably
Nope.
not. So I guess I'll move 5 foot step over here. I'm just gonna throw daggers at this thing again. Not at the big thing, at the tiki
Yeah, no,
thing.
you guys still can't see each other anyway. Darkness is just barely blocking you. Don't worry though, the darkness is gonna go away soon. Temporarily, at least. If nothing else. I mean, actually, if you kill this thing, then that actually stops it from doing any more darkness. Oh yeah, I forgot to make you roll a will save. Or no, you already beat its will save. I rolled
Yeah.
last time that, so you're fine. I rolled last time that that once you save against it, you don't have to deal with it anymore. From that particular one. So I think you're gonna kill it here.
I hope so.
Yeah, It dies. You managed to
Like-
kill it.
Dies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
And
I guess that's up to you. First attack was enough to down it. Do you keep attacking it?
I probably would, because
Okay, then
it's
yes,
it's like
dead,
an
dead.
evil creature, right?
Yeah, they're basically devils that were so messed
Right.
up that
Yeah,
they
I
got kicked
definitely
out of
would.
hell.
I would want to purge it from the land, and then afterwards I whisper
They're-
a silent god to my, or
they're
a
so
silent prayer
messed
to
up.
my god.
They're so messed up that even other
I
devils
whisper a
don't like
silent
them.
god
Yeah,
to my prayer.
they're the drow of
Exactly.
devils.
Dang. Yep. So I definitely kill it. I want to make sure its existence is wiped from this plane.
All right, fun time confusion table for Kael.
I'm like starting to jealous about this fun time table. Like it
All right,
sounds
so
fun.
looks like it is.
Hale
It's
hurts
the most
himself
fun,
and
right?
Ryza acts normally.
Yep, Ryza can act normally. Kael has to hurt himself. 1d8 plus your strength mod.
Oh, and the funny thing about confusion, you don't even have to take damage to not have to roll on the fun time table anymore. You just have to be attacked.
Mm-hmm.
So like even something like a reduced person counts as
Kael
be
has a
attacked.
negative strength mod.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess you're dex based.
Kale
So.
does?
Yes.
Not right.
Yes.
Even while
I didn't even
raging?
know that.
Really, huh?
He's got Unchained Rage, so.
Unchained Rage.
I see.
Alright, so you take
Alright,
1
so-
damage, and Ryza can
Ryza
act normal.
Pieces out.
Okay, so she needs to roll a d4 to see how much longer she's confused. 1 round, so she's confused for 1 more round after this. And that's it. On this thing's turn, it is going to... Let's see, it's just gonna move up and attack Brugar, I think. Yep, it's gonna do a claw attack on Brugar. Does a 32 hit Brugar? I gotta check, because he does have combat expertise on.
It might be really close.
It does hit him, yeah. He has 29 AC right now. Well, actually, is that boosted by the protection from evil? Does he have any other deflection bonuses in here?
Does haste add an AC?
Haste is
This
already
does add an
factored
AC.
in. I think it still hits him by 2. I think his AC is 30 right now.
Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see here. He gets to do a some damage
save.
to, and Brugar gets to do a fort save versus the poison. And he failed. Alright. Brugar takes some strength damage from this poison. I think that's in the core tab, if I want to put strength damage. 1 whole strength damage. Whoops, that's 11 strength damage. That's not what I want to do. I mean, I'd be okay with doing 11 strength damage, but... why? Roll 20! Alright. I hate the character sheet on Roll20 sometimes. And then it does a bunch of damage. I think this is the first person it's hit with an attack, right?
Yeah.
Actually 19 damage isn't that bad. But keep in mind it can do 4 of these attacks, so... If it gets to full attack action, it could be pretty nasty. On this thing's turn, its darkness aura wears off, so... Go ahead, Amber and Kael roll d4s to see... Amber is only confused for one more round. Let's see what Kael gets. And then Tiki's turn while we wait for Ron to roll a d4.
Okay.
Or I can roll it for him, I guess.
I'll 5-foot step
I'll just do it.
back over here.
I thought I heard his lady friend in the background.
Actually, I'll just move.
You mean his wife?
Yeah. AKA lady friend.
And cast a Cure Mod
For
on
life.
myself.
On yourself, okay.
Yeah, because I took a bunch of damage.
Yeah, you took like 30 damage from that thing. Okay. Amber, you are confused for one more round.
Act as normal.
Act normally, and your confusion's worn off after this, so...
Hmm. We could hope for the nat ones and cast Phantasmal Killer. Probably shouldn't do that. Do I have to do something about a gaze attack?
Oh yeah, roll will save.
Okay.
It looks at you.
I think you see
Okay.
part of your own body inside it. Alright, you're staggered.
Oh, gross.
Okie dokie. So I can only do a standard action?
Yeah, that's correct. Shouldn't change as much for you as it does for some characters, but I guess it means you can't move somewhere and then cast a spell, but I guess it affects you for
Yeah.
metamagic purposes too if you're planning to do that.
Oh, I can activate an ability to not have that matter. You know what? We're staggered and this thing's like way too close.
Okay.
We're gonna do the mirror images.
Mirror images.
Oh,
okay,
now I
that seems
understand
like
why you were talking in plural, because it's you and your mirror images.
Alright, you cast mirror images.
So it's a D4 plus something. Uh-oh. Let's see what that plus something is.
+3, I think. Alright.
Is it one for every 3 levels? Then yeah.
Yeah.
Maximum 8. Okay, so we're at 4 images. I guess I can't 5-foot step back.
You can. You can still 5-foot step while staggered.
Okay, I'll do that.
On Brugar's turn, he's going to valiantly try to fight this thing.
Yeah.
I guess I need to... I can't remember if I don't think I've had him roll will save versus this thing yet, so... Or no, he rolled versus the other one. So I think he's staggered. So he's not going to get a full attack. He's just going to do one attack with combat expertise. He could also try to do a trip or a something like that. This thing has multiple legs though, so trip's probably
He
not
probably
likely to
wouldn't
work.
do that.
So he'll probably just do a regular attack with his combat expertise on. So one attack with the mithril buckler that got turned into a light hammer. So mithril light hammer, as it were. Looks like he hit. I could just take the D. I'm just gonna take the D8 and divide it by 2. Make my life easier for like the base result. So he does 11. He does 10 damage to this thing. All right, this thing is dead. I'm gonna remove from the combat tracker. Raziel, it's your turn now. You are not yet within 30 feet of this guy, so you actually don't have to make the will save right now.
Okay. I see this thing up here though.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do a standard action attack, I just throw one thing, or do I throw both daggers?
You just throw one. You just throw one. Unless you have a special ability that lets you throw them both as a standard. I think there
No.
is something that lets you do that.
I'm pretty sure I don't have that. What do I have?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is like an ability that you can, like a feat or something that lets you do a standard action to attack once with 2 weapons, but like once with each weapon. But maybe it's like something weird, like a vigilante talent or something crazy. But I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure I've seen something that lets you do it.
So I still have that air thing on. So I'm just gonna actually full round attack this thing that's up here. I'll 5-foot step closer maybe. And it won't matter. I'll 5-foot step closer. My normal range is 20, and then how much is it? For 15 more feet?
You need to take in a
-4?
-2 penalty.
Oh,
you
it's
don't
only
have
-2? Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have your thing that negates the penalty for range increments, yeah, then you're at a
I
-2
have that
penalty.
on one of them. I wonder how long that
Okay.
lasts. It's pretty long, I think.
A minute, you said.
Yeah, so
Okay,
10 rounds.
So it's 10 rounds, so we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna not put any of the range increment stuff on, and then we're going to -2
-2 for the second
on
ones.
the adamantine dagger attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. We still have haste, right?
Yep.
No greens, dang.
I think most of those hit though. Except for one attack.
It's pretty good.
So, yep, pretty good. This
Oh,
guy
you know
was
what?
hit earlier.
I don't have point blank on, do I? So we need to subtract 1 from attack and damage.
Oh. Yeah, you would not have
On
point
all
blank
of
versus
them.
this guy. Okay, well in that case, 3 hits. One of those misses. Nice job fishing for information. I'm on to you. So you hit him with 2 of those with the mithril dagger twice, and hit him with the adamantine dagger once.
Wait, would it be 34 from mithril? No, you're right. It's because mine's 2. Yeah, you're right.
And yep. Do anything else? You 5-foot step.
Wait, you did
do?
subtract 2. Yeah, it still hits. Okay, because it's
Yeah, I
22
subtracted
AC,
2.
and it's a 23.
Mhm.
Okay. That's all I'm doing. I could
Okay.
do swift action things, but honestly, I don't want to use any more of my stuff because I don't think I need to.
Alright, Kael and Ryza both get to roll on the fun time confusion table for a little bit longer. Well, Ryza just does one more time. Ron, you back?
Yeah.
Fun time confusion table.
I'll take water.
Oh,
Alright,
it's only
so...
yeah.
No, you guys are both... This was a lot... Ryza has
Oh
to
yeah,
roll
that's
on
right.
it
I
too for
did
the
it
last
around.
time. So, I think Ryza is going to hurt herself, I believe. And Kael is actually also going to hurt himself. So you guys both hurt yourself for 1d8 minus 1 damage.
This is just like Pokemon.
At least you're not doing very much damage to yourselves because you don't both have low strength
And this is
modifiers.
where Brugar dies.
Yeah, if you confused me, it would have been pretty devastating.
Maybe. You say that, but it sees you now.
Uh-oh.
This is
This is
Amber.
where Amber dies.
Why do you gotta run away from me like that? I thought we were friends. And, let's see here. Well, the problem is it can't really get to you very easily, so it might attack Brugar. It's gonna 5-foot step to start with. Does it keep going after you? It'd provoke if it does. I think it is going to attack Brugar. I just don't see any reason why it wouldn't. So hopefully Brugar doesn't die while Matt's gone. I was gonna try to attack him. We'll see. He has pretty high AC, so it might actually not hit very many attacks. Who knows? That one's gonna hit and possibly be a crit, but not a crit. That one hits. That one misses, and that one misses. So 2 hits, no crit. That's good at least. It already hit
Please
him
don't
once
have
actually
rend.
too. It actually does have rend.
Oh no.
So that's gonna be a thing. Where is its rend? I guess it's just the same as its normal claw attack. What? Oh no, it is. Okay, cool. It actually is. It's listed separately. I thought it was the same. I thought it was just listing the claw attack there, but I was like, oh no, that actually is the rend. Just it's the same number. This is a lot of damage, but he's still up. He takes a ton of damage, but Brugar is still up. Oops, I did the wrong
Yay.
thing.
That's the wrong direction.
I gave him health. He did the breath of life for him.
Nice, thank you.
No, he didn't.
It's so we can beat on him more, right?
So Brugar is at 11 health, but he's still up.
Uh-huh.
On this thing's turn, well, he's going to charge at Amber, I think. So, charging at Amber with his claw attack.
Dun, 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 dun.
23,
I'll
does that
roll
hit?
against 4 mirror images, so there's 5 of me. I'll do the 1.
Hits an image. Alright, and now it's Tiki's turn.
I'm gonna cast a spell before we 5-foot step in to deliver a cure to Brugar. We're doing serious wounds. Damn it.
Okay. It's still good because it stopped his bleeding.
Yeah.
But hopefully you guys can like kill this thing really soon or do something to slow it down. Amber, it's your turn now.
Uh, hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna 5 foot step back. I'm gonna enervate this guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Get those sweet nig levels.
Yep. So let's make my ranged attack.
Range attack will hit. Roll versus the spell resistance. Gets through. How many negative levels? 3 negative levels.
And I'll tell our new friend, kill this guy first.
Okay. Brugar on his turn is going to make a fort save. I guess I technically.
When you say this guy, you mean the big guy, or do you mean the guy you didn't weaken?
He means the big guy. That's what he pointed out
The
with
big
his little
guy,
pointer.
which is the guy I didn't
Okay,
weaken.
I wasn't sitting at my computer.
Okay, Brugar saves against the poison that was on him. So,
Yay.
no more poison.
Oh, I guess I might be staggered. Let me check.
Yeah, probably. I think you're fine, actually.
Cool.
So Brugar. Let's find out if Brugar's staggered still. Brugar is not staggered either. He can full attack this thing. I think he's just going to do that. He's just going to full attack him. Do as much damage to this thing as I can. Says Brugar. He hits with 1 attack. So the answer is for as much damage as he can is actually not all that much. Does 11 damage to it. With his 1 attack that hit.
Wait, Brugar's last name is Stonehearth? How did I
Yeah.
never know that?
You're gonna learn a lot about him before he dies, apparently. Alright, you're actually, Raziel, you're actually within 30 feet of this guy now, so go ahead and make that will, or, yeah, that will save versus its unnerving gaze as you think you see a part of yourself inside this interlocutor.
Yeah, that's my good save.
Famous last words. You're staggered.
Shit.
That's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, rolling a 5 is fun. Conditions staggered.
Because that
Show
basically
all
means you can only do a
conditions?
standard action. That's all that staggered means, don't worry about it. It's probably not on there.
Oh, it doesn't do any stats? Okay.
Nope, just means you can only do a standard or move action. I mean, you can still do 5-foot steps, too. And swift actions.
And you told me to kill the big guy, but, like, there's so many things in the way.
You have
You
direct
actually
line
have...
of sight.
Yeah, you actually have a clear shot at him
Oh.
right now.
But it's out of range. But I guess I'm only attacking with my 1 anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just, maybe I should swift cast
I just
a
don't think
spell.
you'll be able to kill it with 1 attack, though. Unless you crit it, maybe? Even then.
What does this spell do?
Maybe Kael will save you. Kael, you got like a
I don't think I
staggering
wanna use
ability?
Kale's still confused though.
Yeah, but you have a 25% chance to act normally.
that. I'm fishing for the right spell.
Maybe Ryza can grease him. That'd be pretty clutch.
Whatever. I'll just attack
Yeah.
it.
It probably won't work, but
What
I mean...
spells do you have prepared? You're a prepared spellcaster, right?
Yeah. There's some stuff that will give me a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's gonna mean enough. So I'm just going to attack it with my 1 dagger. The mithril. Uncheck the checkboxes.
Well, there's a crit, probably.
You did crit him, yeah.
Yeah?
So you did a lot of damage to him.
Like
It's
41?
like what, 41 damage? Yeah.
And you guys laughed at my improved critical daggers. How many
Did
crits have I
we?
had in this fight? Someone
I
did.
don't
I think
remember
it's
laughing
Mantis.
about it.
I wasn't laughing about it, but I said there were other better feats you could take.
I disagree. I've crit so much this fight.
Well, just
Kale,
wait
your
until he
turn.
throws something else at you that, or just wait for roll
So
20 to
Kale,
be an
roll.
asshole.
Hey, I think that's the act normally, right?
It is.
So, yeah,
So-
you
Who
get
was
you
trying
get
to
to do
root
whatever
for
you
us?
want this turn.
So I still have to re-roll that next turn.
Oh, but you do need to
Yep.
roll. You will have to roll that. Are you? You're not within 30 feet either, so you don't have to deal with unnerving gaze.
Let's see what I can do. I haven't been planning because I've just been assuming I'll fail. No, I don't
Failing to
think I have
plan
anything
is
that
planning to
staggers.
fail.
Ooh, that's deep.
Well, I do have
You have-
something that staggers, but it relies on me to crit.
Oh, it doesn't stagger without a crit. You don't have like I feel like there's one that staggers for 1 round, and even if it doesn't crit, it's like a level 2 spell. I don't know if you have that prepared though or not.
No, I have Frigid Touch. That's a level 2 spell.
It's not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
work.
no, that is right. I was just reading it wrong.
Frigid touch won't
okay,
work
yeah.
though because he's immune to
It's
cold
cold.
damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Unless you have something that meta magics it into like a different damage type.
No, don't have that.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
Well, you might be able to kill it.
Actually-
It's at low health. Like you can tell it's badly hurt. So maybe just outright killing it as well would be good.
So
if you can
I'm
do
going
that somehow.
to spell combat bladed dash.
Oh, okay.
Man, I almost approved his movement.
So spell combat bladed dash. You don't actually do any damage to bladed dash because you didn't go through him, right? But that means you're next to him now and you can full round him. You can also 5
It's
foot
just
step.
that any creature that I'm adjacent to at any point during this 30 feet.
Oh, okay. So he does take the damage from it then. Right? Does he get like a save versus that?
I think
It's attack. Single
Let me
melee.
find
it just
bladed
makes an
dash.
attack.
You just make an attack.
Yeah.
You make a single melee attack at your highest base attack plus. Okay, cool. That's good.
I'm gonna be rolling attacks manually now because it's too hard to keep up with all my separate attacks and character.
Sure. Just
But
okay.
misses.
That one misses. That's fine. That's with the
Am I
minus
still
2 from
hasted?
spell combat as well, right? You are still
Yeah,
hasted.
yeah.
Yes. And remember, you can 5 foot step. Here's one thing. Just you can 5 foot step after doing that, like during a spell combat. So might be a good idea. Yeah, there we go. that'll counteract your spell combat penalty.
You figured it out.
That will hit. No, wait. That'll miss. Actually, I'm sorry. That'll hit though. Is that a? Do you have like improved critical or anything? Is that like a?
No.
What's
He
your
has
crit range?
keen.
Okay. You have keen, but it's
Keen
17
is-
still. Okay.
No,
Right.
it's a
Can you go down to
scimitar. It's
16?
15 to 20.
Yeah, that's a transfer.
Yeah, then that's a chance for crit. Go ahead and roll to try to confirm. That will confirm. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Getting somewhere.
I will roll one more time
All the
for the
crits
minor.
today.
That's also a
Okay,
chance
that'll
for
hit.
crit.
That confirms. You double crit him.
All right.
Dang.
Uh,
Roll
Those are your iteratives, right? You also have a haste
Yes.
attack too, so don't forget.
No, the haste
No,
roll
he
would have
did
been
that.
I already included it.
Oh no, the haste attack was the 8. You're right. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
all your attacks then. So you 2 crits though. So let's
Alright.
see the damage.
Alright, so it's gonna be 2d6 plus 20, 2d6 plus 20.
Okay.
And
Let's
what's the enchant modifier on your weapon?
did you do the
Keen plus 2 cold iron ghost touch.
Okay.
Okay.
It'd have been better to make it a +3 because you would have ignored the damage reduction. But well, then again, you wouldn't have been able to do keen though. So I think you might have actually still come out ahead technically in this instance. So let's figure this out. If you did enough to kill it, I think you actually did. Yeah, he's at -2 health. He goes down.
Alright.
Now, we're not quite out of combat because there's still one of these up, and you're going to be confused for 2 more rounds. But Kael has somehow managed to probably save Brugar's life because I don't think he could take a full round
Alright.
action from this guy.
Raika's gonna grease this guy.
Grease the doofer up
yeah.
here? Alright.
Yeah, he's probably passes, but we'll see.
And maybe not, he's energy drained, so I mean, he actually has a pretty good chance of failing. What's the
Yeah, that
DC?
fails.
I think he fails. Yeah, he's prone. He's
Yep.
prone on a patch of grease. How do you put the grease? Is it like up here, like this, something like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So yeah,
Oh no, now it's harder for Zernurium to hit him.
That's true. Him being prone makes him harder to hit with ranged attacks. The interlocutor is going to attempt to stay. Actually, he has
Does he have
regeneration.
fast
so-
healing or something? Because he said he didn't look as hurt as he did before.
Yeah, you know that all Kaitons have fast healing.
Oh, okay.
That is, it's turned off if you like it. It doesn't get damaged by, or it gets turned off or whatever by like good weapons or spells or silver weapons. But so you actually can see that this thing heals a little bit, but it's still unconscious. And this guy's turn, he's going to stand up and he's going to attempt to move out of the thing. What is his acrobatics?
That shouldn't be a problem.
He doesn't actually have acrobatics as a skill, so it's just going to be his...
No, like, he can step out of it.
Oh, you're right. He can step out of it. So he's going to do that, and he's going to attack Raziel.
Oh,
Rude.
Actually, no. He's going to do something different. He hasn't done this yet, so he's actually going to he's going to turn the Funtime aura back on.
no, he
Oh
didn't.
my god.
This guy didn't.
No,
do it.
you're right. He didn't. He did do it. He can't do that. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
No more fun time aura.
No
Sorry.
more Funtime
Sorry,
aura.
GM.
Damn it! Why you guys always gotta ruin my fun? He's just gonna attack then.
He's
For all the
attacking me,
fun
not
you ruined
Amber.
of mine when I was a game master.
Yes. He's gonna attack you.
That
Does a
hits.
26 hit you? Okay.
I think. Wait, let me. I'm looking at strength instead of AC, but they're the same. Okay. Yeah, it's.
Okay.
I think that number's right.
He does 15 damage to you.
Ow.
Alright, Tiki's turn.
I cure Booger.
Okay. Brigar heals for 26.
And that's it.
Amber, it's your turn. You don't have to deal with unnerving gaze anymore.
Cool.
How's it 94 degrees still? Oh my god.
I'm gonna concentrate to cast magic missile because I can do that. My concentration check is plus 21.
Okay. You cast magic
Uh,
missile.
So here's some spell resistance rolls. I'm activating my sorcerer's robe for this.
Sure. Make it.
For 22 damages.
22 damage to the guy up here. Okay.
I'm a 5-foot step back.
Okay. Brugar is going to coup de grace this thing with the mithril. He sees it regenerating and doesn't like that. So he takes it out. Raziel, it's your turn.
Okay, I will 5-foot step away from this thing. And I'm still staggered? Or am I
Nope.
not since that thing's dead?
You are no longer staggered because the thing's dead.
Okay, then I'm going to full round attack this with all my holy fury and might. Holy fury. I just love the splash of dice on my screen.
Like, this is what I play Pathfinder for.
I do. It makes me feel
Let's see
so
here.
good to like just turn on all the buffs and all the numbers.
It's like playing a fucking cookie clicker game for you, isn't it? And just seeing the numbers
it's
go
so
up.
good. Yeah.
Oh, man. I think that's enough to kill him. With the crit, you've actually killed him with the first attack from your adamantine dagger. Well, like, assuming that the mithril daggers happen first. Technically, they kind of happen like a revolving order, but
it's
whatever.
mithril, adamantine, mithril, adamantine, mithril.
Right. But yeah, he's done so. All right, we're not quite out. Kael needs to roll on the fun time table one more time. He might try to attack Brugar. Nope, he can act normally. And then I think it maybe has one more round after that.
So wait, where are we?
Go ahead. That one.
Yes,
On the last round, you attempt to attack Brugar.
Oh god, don't crit him.
No, it's just a normal attack.
Just a normal attack, yep. So I mean, even if he hit him, probably like, what are you doing?
Even if he crits him, this fortification is there.
Yeah,
he's gonna hit.
You're gonna hit Brugar and do some damage to him.
Sorry, Brugar.
And then you probably apologize to him after he like gets mad at you or something. Like, you fool! What are you doing?
He's not in his right mind. Quite literally.
It's great that you saved my life and all by taking that thing down, but what are you doing?
And I finally unraged.
Alright.
Yeah.
I guess you would have had to unrage when you cast Bladed Dash too, but then you could have reactivated. You have that whole rage cycling build because of your Oracle level.
So it's
yeah.
I'm gonna heal Brugar again.
Okay.
Oh, he can rage cycle? Then yeah, that doesn't matter. Never mind.
I will cure light wounds on myself, I guess.
So what do you guys do?
Well, I wonder what's in this building. I'm gonna detect magic on this doofus.
Let's say 7 plus 5?
On the doofus, I don't think you detect any magic on him. No.
He says you know him, Amber.
I don't know this guy.
Oh. He knows you.
You seem
I am
disappointed.
Dr. Sister Maria, don't you know?
Oh, yeah!
Sorry guys, that's from tomorrow's game.
It is kind of weird that you're playing two amnesiacs, isn't it? But this amnesiac was actually you were actually playing this one first.
This amnesiac is first, and not quite as
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Not yet, at least.
I don't know this guy. Perhaps before I had encountered him at some point in time. I don't know why.
Doesn't seem like a nice person to be friends with.
Megan.
Wizards encounter all sorts of queer things.
Oh.
And those who tag along with wizards also do. You knew this guy for a short period of time.
I did.
Now he's dead, and I sort of nudge him with my boots.
I guess you're right. I know that he's mean.
Does anybody want to roll a perception check, maybe?
Sure. Did that guy actually do anything, though? In the combat?
He did a lot of damage to Brugar.
Brugar.
Like, he almost killed Brugar. He lowered Brugar down to 11 health, and then you healed him up to, like, 30. And that's why everybody was worried, because that's why I was like, you guys better kill him, because he has 4 attacks and a rend.
Yeah.
So, and he was
That
going to
means,
probably...
like the possibility to rend twice, so...
Yeah, he could theoretically rend twice. It's very unlikely. Brugar
There's
especially...
like a...
Yes, he has 4 claw
Okay.
attacks.
So that's why then,
By the way, I'm
going to
cast a spell on my dagger.
He rends twice, or maybe a 12% chance that he rends twice.
Kael and Raziel actually notice that sitting over on top of this building over here is actually a very strange-looking bird that Kael's seen before. Raziel's like, I've never seen that bird before in my life. But he's heard about this bird. And it's just sitting at the top of this tower.
Huh.
Kind of looking at you guys.
Well, I remember about the bird.
You remember because you followed it.
We
You guys followed
this
it.
bird here.
This is that bird that you guys followed from the tower in Kaer Maga all the way to here. And then it flew off when you guys first got into the giant city, and you haven't seen it since. And now you see it again.
That
It's
damn bird.
just sitting up there. Yeah, and you point out to everyone else. So everybody else sees the bird now, too.
Pluto, I cast a spell on my dagger, just so you know.
Okay. That's great and all, but I don't really care.
I don't think Sally even cares
Well,
whether or not she sees a bird. So yeah, we don't see no bird.
Alright.
Do I even know about the bird? I don't think my character knows about the bird.
No.
You might if they. I think they might have actually told you about it.
I think
Maybe
we
they
did
did.
mention
I think
it.
Brugar. I think
Maybe they
Brugar
did in
told
the
you about the bird
intro.
specifically when you first got introduced to the party.
That
That's why
sounds
they were there.
familiar.
That sounds
And he was like-
really
familiar,
mad
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, he was really mad. He followed this stupid bird, and no idea what it's doing. And then it just left us. So Brugar was not happy about the bird, and he's probably maybe still
You
mad
know the
about the
bird's
stupid
related
bird.
to
Like that.
Croatia, yes?
That goddamn bird. You suspect it is. I don't know that you know that. I can't think of why you would.
I don't
like,
Well,
how
I'll
you
point
would
out
know
the
that.
bird
Found out
anyways.
or not.
You just
I'll
assumed
say,
that it
Brugar,
was.
is this your lost bird? 'Cause
And
birds are
Brugar
pretty
probably
rare
says-
in the Shadow Realm.
Says yes. It's that goddamn bird again.
It's not my
the bird is the word.
It's not my bird though. Yeah. That's Amber's bird. She needs to take responsibility for that bird.
You might call it Ambird.
No, you might call it that.
Sorry, that's the player speaking, not Raza.
We should hold Zerdurium against everything he says one of these days. As his character spoke.
That's
Everything you say is in character. As
my
soon as we
hoarder
start
halfling.
session.
My hoarder halfling is going to say the puns. Don't worry. I haven't made them yet,
Thank
but
God I'm
the
not in
concept's
that
there.
I only show up when Zerdurium's not there to bring in the manliest of men,
Ekigro.
Ekigro. Single-handedly saved a caravan of gnomes from a
Yeah.
river.
Who didn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
they almost. And the gnomes
I mean,
didn't
they
give a shit.
appreciate
Or at least
it,
the
but
one.
they didn't want to give
The one gnome didn't. Their boss didn't care. That's why they shouldn't even be working for that guy. Clearly, he has no
Alright, so we see the
regard
bird.
for his workers. Yeah, you see, there's a bird
Yeah.
perched up above
I'm
the
gonna
this
go up and
four-story
I'm
tower.
gonna investigate this tower. There's a door here, right?
All right, Brugar will go with you. Yes, it is a double door. They were
I'm
kind
gonna
of the
search the
Kaitans
door
were
for
kind of gathered
traps.
around it.
So can I ask what led us to the tower?
This is
A
just where the
hunch.
center of the Kaitans were. You guys were like,
Okay.
yeah, it was a hunch, basically. Like, there's a bunch of Kaitans, and they just showed up recently, and I have a hunch that where I want to be is in the center of where all the Kaitans are, and it was a good hunch, because
Okay, cool.
yeah, that is actually where all the Kaitans was where you were supposed to be.
I don't like that.
Or
You
at
don't
least
know.
where
You
this
still don't
bird
really.
is.
Yeah, at least it's where the bird is, and that's where you guys wanted to follow. So, I mean, I guess you guys don't really know for sure why you're following it. You also kind of like a lot of this has all been nebulous hunches that have led you here. You've been led here on a series of very non-specific hunches.
That's pretty true.
Mantis is an intuitive thinker, not necessarily a logical one.
Well, in this case, this is not a logical campaign apparently, so it's an intuitive campaign. I shouldn't be so self-degrading.
I knock on the door.
Okay.
Here's a firefly outside.
Oh
of my
dear.
window.
It's the center of all the bad guys, and he knocks on the door. Okay.
Knocks on the door. And nothing happens right away, at least.
I'm gonna let
Did
myself
we kill
in.
the homeowner already?
Okay.
Maybe.
How long do you wait before you do that, though? Actually, before you decide to just let yourself in.
30 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. So after 30 seconds, you do, and you open the door, and and for you, it actually just opens. It just opens up.
Okay.
You
I
say
open
for
this
him
door.
as if it's not gonna do that for us.
I'm going to.
Well, it wasn't doing it for the Kaitans.
Brugar.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna Cure Light Wounds Brugar, okay? Nice, good roll.
I wish I could cure dark wounds.
So I don't have. Let's see, I don't have a map of every floor of this, so I'll just describe for now. I have a floor that's going to be important coming up, but when you first open it, you just see inside what looks like kind of like a mage tower. It can really only way you can describe it. There's a bunch of shelves, and there's some tables set out with some comfortable looking chairs, and it looks like it's like somebody's study basically.
Gracia, you in here?
And you do actually see coming down the stairs. This is right near the entrance. There's a staircase leading up, and coming down the stairs, you see someone looks like this. We'll put the token. That's what she looks like.
I
And,
recognize her.
Ooh, she's old.
You do actually recognize her. You don't. You never were introduced to her, but you actually recognize that you've seen her before at your shop. Uh,
Oh, okay.
you've seen her around Magnamar before, but you don't. You don't. You didn't think you knew her, but she comes down and nods and says, "Yes, Amber is me. It's Kracia. I'm sure you have a
You
lot
got
of
some
questions."
you got some nasty squatters at your doorstep.
Yes, I'm glad that you dealt with them so valiantly for me. I was choosing to ignore them and hope that they would go away, but I suppose they were rather stubborn. I think they would have given up eventually, though. They had no way to enter this tower. It was warded against them.
Oh, good. Smart.
And she says, "Well, come on inside. Your friends can come too."
Oh,
Okay,
thank
we'll enter.
you. Even Sally?
Sure. She like thinks about it for a second. Yeah, sure. And
Tiki's probably petting her when she says Sally, so.
she's gonna lead you guys up to the 3rd floor, which is somewhere that I do have a map for. Kind of. It's very MS Paint, but it's whatever. This is
I wouldn't
the MS
expect
Paint version of the map.
anything less or more from you.
Yeah,
She has summoning circles.
she does. So you can tell that these look like circle protections that are drawn inward that would be used to summon something, and would keep them trapped in there if you wanted to bind something in. It looks like there's various different alignments for the summoning circles as well. And yeah, she goes out there. She says, "Yes, that the interlocutor demon was very upset because in the past I've contracted him when and used its healing powers for my own reasons, and eventually he figured out that I had a sanctum here in the Shadow Plane and decided to seek it out. I'm not really sure how he found out about it, though. I've never summoned him here, obviously, in his own plane. And
That
Amber,
would
when you
indeed
get
be
in here,
unwise.
you actually realize that you recognize this room.
Huh.
And it's kind of a strange feeling because you seem to remember it as like your first memory. You never really kind of realized it was an actual place, though. Like, you kind of had this sense of it being like a weird dream and kind of forgot about it. And coming in here kind of brings back that memory. And you remember that you remember being here and then losing consciousness and then awakening in Magnamar.
I see.
And so Kracia asks you, "What have you found out exactly, if you don't mind me asking?"
As you've probably figured out, I lost my memory. What? How many months back would it be, Pluto? 3? 4?
Mm, like over half
5?
a year now, I think.
About half a year ago.
Yes, I was there.
So
What
how
led you
much
to
have
me,
I
though?
figured? Hmm?
What led you to me?
Uh, I encountered Delpho, in, Maga.
Oh, of course.
And he told me that, you might know something about, my memories. That apparently I had worked with you on the project that led me to losing them.
She sighs. Delpho should have left things alone. But I told you that this would happen, though. Not that you would remember that, but I did tell you.
Well, I must have decided that the benefits outweighed the risks. No? Seems like something I would do.
You could say that. And indeed it was very risky. Honestly, I was surprised that you even had the idea at all, but well, you were very distraught when you made the decision.
Why was I so distraught?
She looks like kind of like hurt, trying to like think of what to say, and
Uh-oh.
she says, "I haven't the heart to tell you."
Uh,
You must
it
have come
didn't
very
happen.
far, but for your own benefit, I suggest that this be one stone you leave unturned.
It didn't happen to deal with a demon lord under the realm of Lamashtu, did it?
No, certainly not.
Oh, okay.
Is that a
Good.
relief? Okay, it's not that. What else is on my list?
It's not that,
No,
like, out of the ballpark strange thing that my character's currently dealing with.
it did not deal with a demon. It was a devil.
Oh, yes, clear differences.
Oh, great.
Yes, very different.
They are, indeed. I tell the rest of the party. I guess it didn't happen to be that guy that I knocked out there. Apparently he said he saved my life at one point. Not that I remember that.
No, that was something entirely different. It was when you and I were dealing with a matter before you lost your memories, and I basically had him summoned, and something just about killed you, and I had him use Breath of Life to bring you back.
I see. That makes sense.
He did save your life, but it definitely wasn't his choice. He was forced
Oh,
to
of
do
course
what
not.
I commanded.
I imagine if it was his choice, I would not look like myself.
Probably not. I'll have to find a new interlocutor to bind if I end up needing one again. Although I don't know if I will. The sorts of matters I've been dealing with haven't been quite as dangerous in the same ways as they were back then. Back in my adventuring days. Back in our adventuring days. Although I guess in some ways you haven't really set yours behind you.
I haven't seemed to kick that habit yet, no.
But what I will tell you now, though, how exactly you lost your memories, and forgive me if I'm vague, but I will tell you a little of why you lost your memories, why you made that decision to do this to yourself. See,
Okay.
there was a tragedy, and you were never the same afterwards. And after giving it a lot of time, when you decided things were not getting better for you, that was the solution you came up with. So you summoned what is called a memory devil, and had it erase any of the memories that were connected to it, because for you found them too painful to bear. And that's why I don't think you should contact it again and get them back. You could, in theory, but the fact that they led you to that path in the first place, I worry that you would just be doomed to repeat the same path again. We went through a lot of trouble.
Don't repeat path.
We went through a lot of trouble to secure this bargain in a way that didn't leave you in a too compromised situation. That we didn't have to give up too much. Very painstaking detail was put into the contract.
So it wasn't about some new form of arcane magic?
Indirectly it was.
I see.
But if you insist on wanting to summon this devil, I can do so for you. Otherwise, you're free to stay here as long as you'd like. I can answer any other questions for you, or try to at least.
Surely you must know why Amber did this in the first place, or at least some hint.
Yeah, and she's told me don't go digging into it unless I really, really want to.
Right, but like some not like surely you can give her more information than that, and it not be detrimental.
It was a great
A tragedy happened.
A very personal tragedy to Amber.
Okay.
You would recommend me not seeking out this devil, yes?
That's correct.
I'm
Only darkness.
On that.
Only darkness is in that path.
I was gonna say I want to sense motive on it.
Amber, you can think whatever you want. Raziel, you think that you get the sense that she does have like this sense of sadness behind what she's talking about here. That she actually genuinely, like, it is painful for her to talk to Amber about this whole affair.
Oh, her boyfriend had an affair.
No. That's not the sense you
I'm
get.
kidding. Yeah. Just joking.
Well, that aside, perhaps I can pick your brain about some issues I've been having with demons recently.
Oh, yeah, maybe she knows things.
Demons, you say? I do know some things about demons. What would you like to know? Perhaps
Tiki
I can
rides
help
up on
you.
a pony. I don't. She'll try to avoid the circles.
Amber says in like a soft breath, we know.
Yeah, I know about many demons. I tend to not like to bind them as much because they are a bit harder to control than many other types of outsiders.
Indeed.
Due to their chaotic nature, but I have dealt with many demons in my time. I've fought against several too.
You know what? I'm gonna decide to trust this character.
Okay.
Maybe it'll come back and bite us in the ass. But I'm just gonna tell her the whole spiel with Deklal Sar, unless somebody here tries to stop me.
No.
I don't think anybody does.
Nope.
So I tell her that.
Brugar would probably just embellish things.
Okay. So let's see here. So she says, "Let me get this straight." I'm going to summarize it with how I'm going to assume that she interprets this, whatever you said to her, and you can correct it from there. You have somehow drawn the ire, or rather Tiki in particular, has somehow drawn the ire of a cult of demon worshippers that follow an ancient Nascent demon lord, Deklasar, who
Yep.
was raised from the husk of the old dead god Kirkanis.
Yeah.
Did you
Yep.
tell her guys about the artifact as well that you guys found?
Yep. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
her about our god-killing hammer. That's not a
Okay.
hammer most of the time.
Um, sounds like quite the adventure you have been caught up in. Uh, but I am very curious on what your long-term goal is here. Do you wish to fight Deklausar?
That seems to be what Tiki has been tasked with.
Hmm. She looks at Tiki, looks back at Amber, looks back at Tiki, says, "The frog wants to kill Deklausar?"
I don't know about that, but I think Carcanis give me abilities.
You want to know my opinion, is that regardless of how you got those abilities, they are yours to use however you choose. And if you don't want to fight Deklausar, there's no reason you should have to.
I mean, should I not want to?
It's very
He's a
dangerous
demon
to try to
lord.
fight a demon lord. However, it sounds to me that the more pressing concern is these cultists that are trying to kill you. And if you could
Yeah,
find a
kind
way
of a
to
problem.
stop the cultists from coming after you, that might be perhaps uh, all that you really need. At least I assume so. I mean, I didn't hear anything in your story about anything in particular that Dekalausar was doing wrong, apart from being a demon lord, that is,
Mm,
and being
also,
an unnatural
Pharasma
abomination.
seems to uh, think that he's going to fall sometime, quote unquote, soon. 10,000 years ago.
No, well, all the more reason that you don't have anything to worry about then.
Oh, okay.
Amber rubs her temples a little bit and
Keep in mind, this is her opinion.
Yeah.
I know. Amber's thinking to herself, like, soon in for Pharasma is not soon for us. And this woman sure as hell knows that.
Well, sure.
I said I was thinking that to myself.
Hmm.
Uh,
But if you are set on fighting this Deklausar, then perhaps finding more of this God-slaying material would be a high priority. Something along those lines is what you would need to fight a demon lord.
I believe that this
Or just
is
something of similar
found
power.
in the uh, astral plane. That's where this is forged.
I think that was what you heard, that it was, at least that the one that you have was stolen from a forge in the astral plane. At least
Yeah.
that's what the legend, like the Shawanti legend says.
So do we know where other weapons might be located at, or shall we go to a library?
The astral plane.
All
Yeah,
of
it'd
them?
probably be somewhere on the astral plane. But the astral plane is a very big place, so you would
Yeah.
probably need to do some sort of research or find somebody that knows. Perhaps this person who stole it originally, if their spirit could be contacted somehow, it could tell you how he managed to get it, where he found it. I mean, such a thing could possibly even be divined here, within my tower, within my sanctum here in the shadow plane.
Do I know of a spell that could do that? I'm going to roll a knowledge arcana. 26.
Um, you would know some sort of like a contact planar entity spell potentially could work, but you wouldn't have to know the right being to contact.
Right.
So you could figure out because the thing is that when that guy died, his soul would have probably, unless it was like trapped somewhere or stored somewhere, like maybe if it was trapped in a soul gem or something like that. But theoretically, if it continued on, it went on to become some sort of outsider. If you could figure out what sort of outsider it became and summon that outsider, he might have that knowledge still. It's kind of a long shot, though. Alternatively, if you could find where the body of the guy that took it was, you could use something like Speak with Dead. Maybe.
Probably burn, because Shoanti.
Yeah, so it's probably pretty unlikely.
That's probably pretty unlikely. And then we could do more library stuff, but I don't think that's going to be fun for anybody.
Philippe's gone.
I don't know. I'll ask the party. What do you guys think?
Star map.
Star map?
Starch
Can we
map.
see the stars on the shadow plane?
I think so.
Cool. I don't think the star map needs the stars, though.
No, no, I can do it any time in the day.
Yeah. But there are stars. They're probably not as many that are visible. Probably can only see what would otherwise be the very brightest stars. It's like looking at the night sky in a place with too much light pollution, which is pretty much anywhere actually. But as a side note,
So I'm gonna ask Kraisha this. I'm going to take your advice and not pursue uh, my memory before I lost it. But are there any creatures or locations that I should avoid? That would be detrimental and perhaps bring back my memories.
well, you should be very cautious if you ever encounter a Memnor, a memory
Who's
devil.
that?
The one who took your memories.
It's a type of devil that took your memories.
Oh, okay.
Apart from that, I'd be very cautious of interacting with Delpho. honestly. He meddles too much in things that he really shouldn't. And that's saying something coming from me, who also meddles in things that I probably shouldn't. But Delpho's on another level.
Huh.
And he might try to wheel you into his project that he's working on, but if I were you, I would suggest just don't let yourself get involved with it.
Do you know what that is?
Something insane. He's
Those
always
words pique my interest, Pluto.
he's always constantly in search of more knowledge, and the length he's been attempting to go to worry me.
Oh God, He's he's one of those wizards. He's the outer outer god wizards. That archetype.
You can think what you want about him. I'm just presenting him as he is, or as
Yeah,
he's
no,
being
I'm just
perceived.
I'm just teasing that that's what it.
Yeah. He seemed really nice when you guys talked to him, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. So does she. Let's see. Eldritch Mythos Scholar.
I mean, maybe.
Now he is. It's become canon.
I do have a very specific thing that he's trying to do with his research, but obviously I'm not going to tell you.
Of course. We'd have to go track him down and do that.
It's one of those things that he's doing that's kind of unrelated to what you guys are doing. That I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll become relevant. It depends a little bit, but there's a chance that nobody like there's been a lot of that stuff where I have things where I put in there and then like nobody even like touches it, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it could still come up.
We can go back to Corvosa. Oh wait.
I mean, that's the thing too. So like, I have this whole thing where you could contact that the Memnor devil right now. But even if you don't, I know it's still there. You could do it at any
It's
time.
still there.
Yeah, which
Anytime I can
is
become a
exciting.
wizard.
Yeah. But would it be worth it?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I don't know.
You're a hairy wizard.
I get madnesses or something. Who knows? Those are
Yeah,
scary things.
yeah, you probably would at least get some sort of madness from getting all your memories back, uh, all suddenly. But the other thing too is the fact that in order to get those back, you got to make a deal with a literal devil, like literally make a deal with a devil, which you already did, to be fair. But you'd have to do it again.
But I don't have any memory of dealing with that devil, so doesn't that make my contract void?
Nope. I'm
You know
sure he won't
what?
see it that
I'm
way.
gonna ask her about that. What did what did I negotiate for this contract to be fulfilled? What did I give up?
A great deal of material wealth and knowledge.
So I'm not gonna be going to the infernal plane after death, no.
No, we managed to avoid that. I was very, very meticulous in helping you draft the contract to avoid anything like that.
Oh, good.
But I can't guarantee that something like that wouldn't come up again if you did contact him. Obviously, if you did it while I was there, I would do my best to help avoid those sorts of things coming up, but
I'd obviously have to figure out a way to finagle my way out of such a situation.
yes, and the way that the contract was worded, it'll be harder the next time to do it.
Oh, indeed. I think we are going to. She said we could rest or stay here as long as we like. So I think we're gonna rest here.
Okay. Yep. And there's
Yay.
multiple floors on here, and there is a floor that has like living conditions basically set up.
And then we're probably gonna be making our way back to the tower.
Okay.
And
She also will offer to, if you'd like, I can just plane shift you back somewhere. Although I don't know if I could get all of you. Hold on a second. Let me do some counting here.
I think plane shift is different in that it's like up to 8 other people holding hands.
Oh yeah, it is. So she could plane shift you then.
It is
So
a
if you'd like,
7th level wizard sorcerer spell.
it sure is. She's a pretty high level character.
Which I am not.
I have a character sheet for her actually right in front of me.
I'm not 14th level.
She I don't know, she probably would have had some difficult time fighting those Kaitons all by herself, but she probably could have done it with some summons. If she'd been really concerned about him.
Yeah. They were kind of tough.
They were. The combat turned out better than I expected. Actually, it was much more. I thought there was like a chance it'd be really dull, but actually it was. I enjoyed it. It was really tense seeing Brugar get brought down to the edge too. And then
No, I think
I was worried.
I think we would have had no chance in that combat if we had Philippe in the party.
If he had Philippe instead of Raziel.
Well, I mean, I was also kind of confused for 4+ rounds.
No, but that's part of
Exactly.
the encounter.
Well, that's why though. Yeah, that's part of the encounter.
Yeah.
And you guys could have had the second one. Raziel managed to kill the other one guy before he activated his. He probably should have done it like a turn earlier, but yeah, he didn't want to because there was already the other one up. So he wanted to like chain it into the other one, and then he just got killed. But yeah, this is probably where we'll. This is probably about where we'll end the session then.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's offering though if you guys have somewhere you would want to just instead of going back to the tower, she could just plane shift you from here as well if you guys are fine with that. And that's up to you, of course. You guys could just go back and use the tower instead if you'd like. It'll take a little bit longer, but
So we're gonna have more planar adventures on the astral plane, it seems.
Getting on a plane?
well, maybe. I mean, it depends if that's what you guys actually want to do or not. But
I don't know. What do we want to do? We should probably
Don't know.
decide this now-ish.
it would
Yeah.
help me if you decided what you're gonna do now. But you could also wait until Matt's back as well. But I don't know. I don't know.
Wait,
if
what
Brugar's
is
gonna
it?
have
Well,
an opinion
Brugo
on
will
that.
just say, "I want to go."
He wants-
Right.
And
Wherever
wants
he
to
can
be
get
a
glory.
Fame and
hero.
glory.
Like he wants his
He wants to
Right.
get
name all
work
over
that
the
will
place,
pay,
and then he wants
and the work that's
rewards.
paid so far has been killing dragons. So he'd probably want to go kill more dragons.
Well, there you go.
Whatever's gonna give him fame and glory.
Or
Then.
that.
So, yeah, you could go to the astral plane. You could also just try to like research some other like ridiculous weapon that could fight a demon lord, because there are other weapons. Like you wouldn't just have to go talk to this guy and have him and get more of this stuff. Like you could just find like a powerful like +4 weapon or something like that. And
What's the biggest city on Galarian?
Absalom. There actually
You
is
could go there and do
a
the Star Sentinel path. There we go.
just go become gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we get for the XPs?
For the XPs, that is a good question. So, give me a minute to like add all these numbers up.
Oh. Megan. Come in here.
No, no! No, no, no!
It'd be her.
Kona.
And I'm gonna give you guys some story XP as well for kind of concluding this arc. It's still kind of left open a little bit, but it's partially concluded, I guess. You know a lot more about why Amber lost her memory than you did before, even if you don't know the details yet. And you might never know all the details if you choose not to. Although at some point I'll probably tell Mantis if we ever finish the campaign without answering it in game.
Ah.
Whoops. That was supposed to add to my other number.
Oh, man. Because 8,000 would be enough to level us. We need 6,400 to go.
You might be getting... Yo, you're actually gonna get more than that, so you get 10,000 experience total.
Hooray.
Someone tell me what that puts us at.
That'll... Okay.
I have
I have no idea what my XP is.
74,600.
Yeah, correct.
Yay.
Whoop.
So is that
I
enough?
finally get level 5 spells.
You're
Yeah,
level
me
10
too.
now.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me write down the numbers.
I get Cure Light Moon's Mass. And Awaken.
A spell that
What
you
the fuck is
probably
Awaken?
should never use.
Alright, I'm off.
Alright.
Oh, I can awaken an animal?
Yeah, if you
Or
want to
a
get that
tree.
spell.
No, it comes with my... Nature? Nature mystery?
I'll level up later.
So Secret,
Yeah.
where do you think we should go?
I think we should, like, ask the star chart, if going to the other plane to get weapons is a good idea. Other than that...
It's probably gonna be like... Maybe?
Raziel is all for getting powerful weapons, especially if they are daggers. I'll just put that out there. Like he's all about just becoming as strong as he can on Earth, so that he can destroy all of the evil creatures in the world.
You're
It's
not
Not
on
necessarily
Earth.
evil, but well,
I mean, is there any
whatever.
way... Like, do we have a story?
I don't think I'm
arc for
actually good
Lugar?
aligned.
Like, is there anything to pursue on that?